Imagine a world where your digital identity isn't just a simple password, but an intelligent, multi-layered shield.
Hmm.
A combination of who you are, what you physically possess, and even the unique way you behave online.
Right.
What if the very act of logging in could be so sophisticated, so, ironclad, that it could stop cybercriminals dead in their tracks?
That's the goal.
A system capable of preventing the loss of billions of dollars globally and protecting countless professional careers.
Yeah, the stakes are huge.
Today, we're not just imagining that world, we're diving deep into it.
Let's do it.
Welcome to The Deep Dive, where we sift through critical insights and cutting-edge research to get you well-informed fast. Our mission today is to unlock the dynamic realm of identity and access management, or IAM.
Right, IAM.
And explore the core authentication factors that are rapidly building the future of cybersecurity.
Absolutely key stuff.
This isn't just about theoretical concepts. It's about equipping you with practical knowledge for securing our increasingly digital lives.
Yeah, real-world application.
And understanding a booming career path that is, quite frankly, crying out for talent.
It really is. The demand is incredible.
This deep dive is custom tailored for you students and early career pros in MIS, CIS, and IT at Tarleton State University's Dr. Sam Pack College of Business. We'll be extracting the most important nuggets from our sources, including foundational insights from Mark Ciampa's CompTIA Security Plus guide.
Great foundational text.
To show you why mastering digital identity is not just essential for network and system security, but a genuine game changer for your professional growth.
Absolutely. And before we get too engrossed in the nuts and bolts,
Yeah.
if you're finding these discussions valuable and illuminating, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and share this deep dive with your networks.
Good point.
These are the insider tips that could genuinely protect your careers and give you an edge. And as always, check the description for access to additional resources that will complement your learning, including the full list of sources we've consulted.
Okay, let's unpack this fundamental concept then. Authentication.
Right.
At its core, it's that crucial process of confirming that an entity, typically you, the user, is truly who they claim to be.
Exactly. Verification.
It's the critical first step to granting access to anything secured.
Anything at all.
Whether it's your personal bank account, a university network, a highly sensitive corporate database, or even like a physical data center.
Yeah, physical access too. It covers both.
It's that definitive moment of truth when a system decides if you're the real deal or an imposter.
Exactly. Think of it as the digital bouncer at the most exclusive club, meticulously verifying your ID before you're allowed to set foot inside.
Good analogy.
This isn't just some abstract IT buzzword. It's the absolute bedrock of all security protocols. The goal is unequivocal. Protect against unauthorized access and malicious actors at every turn.
Right.
Which, for those of you in BCIS 4345, ties directly into the course description's focus on securing modern electronic data systems.
Yeah, it maps perfectly.
Without strong, reliable authentication, every other security measure, no matter how sophisticated, is fundamentally undermined. It's really the key to the entire kingdom.
Something that really stands out to me in our sources is how they categorize credentials into 5 distinct factors.
There's 5 factors, yeah.
Which form the backbone of this verification process. We often casually talk about something you know and something you have, right?
Those are the common ones.
But there's so much more depth and nuance to it, covering the entire spectrum of authentication.
Indeed. These 5 factors are absolutely crucial for controlling access, whether it's digital entry into a system or physical entry into a secure building.
Okay.
They provide a comprehensive framework for identity verification, essentially giving us different, increasingly sophisticated ways to prove who we are.
So let's break them down. What's the first one?
Okay, first up is something you know. This is knowledge-based.
Right, like secrets.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Information only the legitimate users should possess. Think of your everyday passwords, your PIN for your debit card, or the answers to those ubiquitous security questions like, what's your mother's maiden name?
Okay, the most common factor, probably.
Often the very first line of defense. Then there's something you have, possession-based.
So physical things.
Right. This factor involves a physical object that the user possesses and can present for verification.
Like?
This includes things like smart cards, security tokens that generate one-time passwords, or even your mobile device used to receive an SMS code. It adds a tangible, physical layer of proof.
Got it. What's next?
Number 3 is something you are. This is inherence-based or biometric traits.
Ah, the sci-fi stuff.
Sort of. It gets really personal here, leveraging your unique biological characteristics.
Fingerprints, face scans.
Exactly. We're talking about everything from your fingerprint and facial recognition to highly precise iris scans, or even the less common retinal scans. It's literally using your unique self as your ID.
Okay, that's 3. What else?
Number 4 is somewhere you are, location-based.
So geography matters.
It does. This factor considers your geographical location, adding a crucial contextual layer to authentication.
How does that work?
Examples include geofencing, which restricts access to specific physical or virtual areas, or IP address verification, ensuring you're logging in from a known, trusted network.
Interesting. And the last one?
The 5th factor is something you do. This is behavior-based.
How you act.
Precisely. This is perhaps the most dynamic and rapidly evolving category. It's based on your unique, often subconscious behavioral patterns.
Like how I type.
Exactly. This can range from the distinctive rhythm and pressure with which you type, known as keystroke dynamics, to how you move your mouse, or even your unique gait as you walk. It's a continuous, implicit verification of your identity.
Wow, that's complex.
It is, but it's powerful.
It's crystal clear how these categories don't just describe what authentication is, but they lay the essential groundwork for understanding the computer-related risks and approaches for securing modern electronic data systems we study in BCIS 4345.
It connects directly.
This isn't just theory. It's about gaining a powerful toolkit for how we implement and evaluate security through these distinct and layered factors.
Right.
Knowing these different approaches gives you a strategic advantage in building and defending secure systems. Okay, let's dive deeper into these factors. Strengths, weaknesses, best practices.
Sounds good.
Let's start with something you know. Passwords, basically. The double-edged sword of convenience.
That's a perfect description.
Passwords are arguably the oldest, most pervasive, and most common form. They're literally everywhere.
Yep, unavoidable.
From your Netflix account to the most high-security corporate systems. But here's where it gets really interesting and, frankly, a bit alarming. Their sheer simplicity and ubiquity are precisely their biggest weaknesses. We've all been guilty of using, or at least seeing, a password that was far too easy to guess or remember.
That's absolutely right. While remarkably easy to implement and understand, knowledge factors like passwords are, unfortunately, inherently highly vulnerable.
Just too easy to crack sometimes.
Or guess, or steal. Our sources, including Schiampa, detail a significant and ever-growing range of computer-related risks associated with them.
Right.
The core insight here isn't just that passwords can be attacked, but that the sheer variety and sophistication of these attack vectors reveal something, to be the single most vulnerable pillar of security without additional layers.
Okay.
It's rarely a question of if it can be breached, but how many ways and how easily. Let's break down the types of password attacks.
Yeah, let's do that.
First, we have low-outcome attacks. These cast a wide, often untargeted net, but they're incredibly common.
Like?
Online brute force attacks. That's like a tireless, automated guessing game. Attackers systematically try every possible combination.
Until they hit the right one.
Yep. Often mitigated by account lockouts, but persistent. Then there's password spraying.
Spraying.
Yeah, it's more insidious.
Yeah.
Instead of attacking one account with many passwords, attackers use a few incredibly common passwords, think password 123 or summer 2024, against a large number of user accounts.
Trying common keys on many doors.
Exactly. The goal is to find matches without triggering lockouts. Very efficient for them. And dictionary attacks, using pre-generated lists of common words, phrases, permutations.
So using password as your password is bad.
Extremely bad.
Okay.
Then we encounter high-outcome attacks, often more sophisticated, yield greater success.
Like what?
Offline brute force attacks. These are particularly dangerous. An attacker gets a copy of hash passwords, maybe from a breach.
Right.
They take these hashes offline, away from network security, and use powerful computers to crack them. Very effective if passwords aren't protected properly.
Okay, that's scary.
Then credential stuffing. Huge issue, fueled by password reuse.
Using the same password everywhere.
Exactly. Attackers take stolen username-password combos from one breach, say a forum, and automatically try them on other, more valuable accounts, like banking or email. If you reuse passwords, you're a prime target.
Got it. Don't reuse passwords.
Absolutely not. And finally, rule attacks. Exploiting common patterns users follow, like adding a year or a symbol at the end. Attackers mimic these habits.
Wow. So many ways.
And that's not even covering the human element. Still a huge vulnerability?
People being tricked.
Yep. Social engineering, especially phishing attempts. Alarmingly effective. Fake login pages, fake emails.
Tricking you into giving up your password.
Exactly. It's manipulating the user, not hacking the system directly.
Uh-huh.
And of course, just plain weak or guessable passwords and that password reuse problem make attackers' jobs so much easier.
So this really drives home the point for us, especially those focusing on BCIS 4345. For ethical hacking, understanding the sheer breadth of vulnerabilities isn't just academic, it's absolutely key to effective penetration testing.
You have to know how they break in to test the defenses.
Right, finding weaknesses before the bad guys do. It's about thinking like an attacker to strengthen defenses.
Exactly.
But for network defense, it's about implementing and configuring security measures to actively block these myriad attack vectors.
It's a constant evolving arms race, and understanding the enemy, understanding these attacks, is half the battle.
Okay, so passwords are weak. How do we make them stronger? Or protect them better?
Right. Moving beyond just recognizing weaknesses, we need to focus proactively on best practices for securing modern electronic data systems. This is where robust defenses come in. Protecting password digests, those scrambled versions stored on systems, is paramount.
Digests, right. Hashed passwords.
Exactly. Two key techniques here are salting and peppering.
Salting and peppering. Like cooking.
Sort of. Salting adds a unique random string of characters to each individual user's password before it's hashed.
Okay, unique per user.
Yes. So even if two users have the same password, the unique salts mean they'll have completely different hash values.
Ah, so pre-computed rainbow tables won't work.
Precisely. They become useless. Peppering adds a single secret value, known only to the system, to all passwords before hashing. This pepper is stored separately from the hash database.
So even if the database is stolen,
they still need the secret pepper to even start cracking. It makes the stolen data much less useful.
got it.
Yeah.
Salt per user, pepper for the whole system.
That's the gist. Then there's key stretching. Algorithms like bcrypt or PBKDF2 intentionally slow down the hashing process. It's a feature, not a bug.
Why slow it down?
Makes it computationally expensive. It significantly increases the time and resources an attacker needs for brute force, like adding speed bumps for the attacker. Makes offline cracking way less feasible.
Clever. So, protect the stored passwords. What about managing them?
Effective password management is also crucial, both for organizations and individuals.
Okay.
Enterprise password vaulting offers centralized, secure storage for organizations. Better security, access controls, auditing. Manages those critical privileged accounts.
Right, for the IT department mainly.
And for individuals, user password managers are essential. Apps that generate and store complex, unique passwords for every site.
I use one of those. Super helpful.
They remove the burden of remembering dozens of passwords, reinforcing those password best practices. Then there are hardware password keys.
Like a USB stick.
Often, yeah. USB devices that securely store credentials. Offers physical protection against phishing, as the key needs to be present.
Okay. Lots of tools. What about just user habits?
Absolutely non-negotiable. We must educate and require long passwords, at least 16 characters, or better yet, passphrases using random words.
Longer is stronger.
Random passwords, mixed case, numbers, symbols, and critically unique passwords for every single account. No reuse.
Unique everywhere. Got it.
Emphasize regular updates for sensitive accounts and always, always change default credentials on new software and hardware immediately.
Right. Don't leave the default admin password.
Never. This isn't just about logins. It addresses information integrity and even physical security by hardening those digital gates.
Okay, that covers something you know. Let's move to something you have, the tangible layer.
Right, introducing a physical element.
This makes it harder for attackers even if they get your password, because they need the physical thing, too.
Exactly. It shifts the risk. Now, it's not just about knowing a secret, but physically acquiring or manipulating your key. Still a net gain in security, though.
Makes the attack more complex.
Significantly. This factor requires a physical object only the legitimate user should possess. It's a key part of MFA.
So, what are the main examples here?
Key examples include smart cards, physical cards with embedded microchips storing user info and keys.
Like corporate ID badges sometimes?
Often, yes. Used in corporate settings, government IDs like PIV cards, secure payments. They usually need a PIN-N that's something you know to activate. So it combines two factors right there.
Okay. Smart cards. What else?
Security tokens. Devices or apps generating one-time passwords, OTPs.
Those codes that change every minute.
Exactly. Hardware tokens are physical devices, often keychain-sized, displaying a new time-based code.
Yeah.
TOTP. or sometimes counter-based codes, HOTP. Software OTPs are generated by apps like Google Authenticator, Microsoft Authenticator, or send via SMS or email. Very convenient, uses devices people already have.
Right, I use an Authenticator app.
Good practice. And finally, security keys, specialized USB or Bluetooth devices.
Like the hardware password keys you mentioned.
Similar, but often focus purely on authentication, using standards like FIDO2 WebAuthn. They perform cryptographic challenges. Incredibly phishing resistant because they verify the website's legitimacy too.
Okay, so smart cards, tokens, security keys, these really show how we implement security measures in layers.
Tangible steps in securing systems.
But you mentioned risk shifting. Even physical keys have vulnerabilities, right? Like, what if I just lose my smart card?
That's the most obvious one, loss or theft. If your card, token, or phone is lost or stolen, someone could potentially use it if they also compromise another factor, like your PIN or password.
So losing it isn't the end of the world if other factors are strong.
Usually, yes. But there are other vulnerabilities. SMS OTPs, specifically, are quite susceptible.
How so?
They can be compromised by SIM swapping attacks. An attacker tricks your mobile carrier into transferring your number to their SIM card.
Oh, wow. Then they get the codes.
Exactly. Calls, texts, authentication codes, all routed to them. It's a prevalent and dangerous attack. SMS is also vulnerable to plain social engineering, tricking users into revealing the code.
Hi, this is tech support. Please read me the code.
Precisely. Sources classify SMS OTPs as having moderate security strength but high bypass vulnerabilities. Less reliable for high security stuff.
Good to know.
And phishing still works. Attackers trick users into approving fake push notifications or entering OTPs on fake sites. User vigilance is still key. The tech provides tools, but the user can still be the weak link.
Okay, we've done have. Let's get to the really interesting one. Something you are. Biometrics.
The personal factor.
Using your unique physiological traits or behaviors. It feels futuristic, but it's everywhere now. How's it being used?
It's truly remarkable, isn't it? Biometrics offers that potent mix of strong security and often great user convenience. It usually falls into two main forms.
Okay.
First, physiological biometrics, based on your fixed physical characteristics.
Like fingerprints again?
Yep. Using specialized scanners for things like fingerprint scans phones, laptops, secure facilities. They map ridge patterns. Facial images common on mobiles, restricted buildings. Maps nodal points on your face. Iris scans very high accuracy, used in high security settings, maps the pattern in the colored part of your eye.
Wow.
Retinal scans incredibly precise, 20,000 times more accurate than fingerprints, used in medical or ultra-high security. Less common are palm prints, DNA scans, though DNA is more forensic.
Can regular devices do this?
Sometimes. Standard input devices like webcams can do facial recognition, microphones for voice recognition, makes it more accessible.
Okay, that's physical stuff. What's the other form?
Behavioral biometrics focuses on unique, dynamic patterns in how you do things.
Like the something you do factor.
Exactly, there's overlap. Sometimes sources group them differently. This includes keystroke dynamics, analyzing your unique typing rhythm, speed, pressure.
Even if I type the same password as someone else.
Your dynamics will be distinct. Also, mouse movement patterns, speed, acceleration, gestures, often subconscious. Gait recognition, identifying by how you walk. More for surveillance, maybe. And voice recognition, identifying by your unique voice print, tone, frequency patterns.
It's absolutely incredible how biometrics are becoming synonymous with modern security. My phone unlocks with my face or fingerprint instantly. It feels so easy.
Seamless.
This definitely speaks to future trends in securing systems, making security feel less like a chore.
The benefits are compelling, driving adoption everywhere.
What are the main advantages?
They provide strong security, lower risk of identity theft. Biometric traits are unique, hard to replicate.
Right.
They're inherently non-transferable, tied to you. Can't share your fingerprint easily.
True.
Offer immense convenience and improved UX. No passwords to remember. Quick, natural.
Definitely convenient.
Low risk of human error like typos or sharing credentials. And a degree of future-proofing. Traits are relatively stable over a lifetime.
Sounds great. But there must be downsides, right? This is where computer-related risks come in.
Absolutely. Every coin has two sides. This needs careful risk analysis.
Okay.
What are the big challenges?
First, the need for appropriate technical and organizational measures. Biometric data is incredibly personal, unique. Requires top-tier security, encryption, strict protocols to protect it.
Handle with extreme care.
Yes. Then, the big one, data breaches. Unlike a password, you can't change your fingerprint or face if the data is stolen.
Oh, permanent compromise.
Potentially, yes,
Yeah.
leading to long-term identity theft risks. Huge threat to data integrity. Systems can also have false positives letting the wrong person in or false negatives blocking the right person out. Accuracy is crucial.
Right, that balance.
Then there's forgery or spoofing. Sophisticated attackers use 3D face models, silicone fingerprints, deepfakes to bypass systems.
So, need for advanced liveness detection.
Exactly. Verifying it's a live person, not a fake. Also, user apprehension, privacy concerns, cultural reasons. Some people just don't want to give up biometric data. Regulatory compliance is complex. GDPR, CCPA, high IP, strict rules vary globally. Longevity issues, traits can change with age, injury, might need re-enrollment. And cost and accessibility, high-end systems are expensive and some types might not work for people with disabilities.
This balance of convenience versus robust security and weighing benefits against risks, it really is a constant theme in the evaluation and maintenance of security systems.
It is, not just what's possible, but what's responsible and sustainable.
Okay, moving on. Somewhere you are. The contextual layer. Using location.
Right. Usually a supplemental factor combined with others to add context. Enhances risk analysis without much friction.
How is it used, practically?
Two main ways. Geofencing, granting access only within a specific geographical area.
Like only allowing access to sensitive files if you're physically in the office?
Exactly. Or banking apps restricting high-value transfers if you're suddenly logged in from another continent. Adds fraud prevention.
Makes sense.
And IP address verification, allowing access only from approved IP addresses or ranges, common in corporate settings, like only allowing admin access from the corporate VPN's IP range.
We see this often in banking apps, flagging suspicious activity based on location. It's a subtle but powerful way to enhance risk analysis by adding that geographical context, understanding the environment of the login.
Precisely, moving from static checks to dynamic, context-aware security.
And the last factor, something you do, behavioral patterns. This feels like the most futuristic.
It might be. It's where advanced algorithms and AI really shine, moving beyond static checks to continuous adaptive authentication in the background.
So how does it actually work?
Behavioral biometrics measures and records your habits, micro-habits, how you interact. Focuses not just on what you do, but how you do it.
My typing rhythm again.
Yes, but much more. How fast you type, pauses, corrections, using mouse versus tab key. How you hold your phone, swipe pressure, scroll speed, even the angle you view the device.
Wow, incredibly granular.
Exactly. Influenced by physiology, psychology, health. Practically impossible for an attacker to perfectly spoof consistently. Even if they know your password, mimicking your typing cadence for long is tough.
What captures all this data?
Ubiquitous sensors in modern mobile devices, accelerometers, gyroscopes, GPS. They passively capture data. Then, sophisticated machine learning and deep learning algorithms analyze it. AI identifies unique features a human expert couldn't.
Okay, what are the big benefits here?
It's inherently frictionless and continuous. Users are enrolled in the background, no interruptions. Provides continuous authentication over time, not just at login. Fills a huge gap.
So it's always checking if it's still me.
Pretty much. It's incredibly accurate and precise with dozens, hundreds of data points. Makes impersonation very hard. And offers powerful protection, especially against account takeover and insider threats, because authentication happens throughout the session.
What are some key use cases?
Continuous authentication is a big one. Constantly compares current behavior to the profile. If the similarity score drops. Triggers security measures, log out, restrict actions, ask for another factor.
Proactive.
Risk-based authentication, augments existing methods, analyzes behavior, context, device, IP location, history, adds a dynamic risk score to decisions. Insider threat detection, using user behavior analytics, UBA. Combines digital footprints with non-IT indicators, HR issues, demotions, odd hours. Detects patterns before an incident. A U.S. search study found 27% of insiders showed concerning behavior beforehand.
As significant.
And fraud detection and prevention. Post-transaction analysis in finance, e-commerce to find fraud patterns.
What about privacy? Is it tracking everything I do?
It can be inherently privacy-friendly, surprisingly. The underlying data points, how you move your mouse, don't individually identify you by name or address. It's agnostic of PII, it just knows it's the same you. Reputable providers focus on transparency, user control, letting you revoke data usage.
This really speaks to the future trends aspect of BCIS 4345. Dynamic, proactive, intelligent security, blending analysis and monitoring in real time. Adaptive, human-centric security.
It's a fascinating direction.
Okay, we've covered the 5 factors. The logical next step is combining them.
Exactly. Which leads us inevitably to multi-factor authentication, MFA, the power of layers.
Right.
Our sources define the spectrum clearly.
Okay.
Single-factor authentication, SFA. One form, usually a password. Highly vulnerable. Minimal protection.
We know that one well.
Two-factor authentication, 2FA. 2 separate forms from different categories, like password no plus phone code. Big step up.
Common now.
Multi-factor authentication, MFA. Broader term. 2 or more factors from multiple categories. Includes 2FA and more. Adds extra layers, like knowledge plus possession plus inherence.
So 2FA is a type of MFA.
Correct. And for maximum security, 3-factor authentication, 3FA. Often no plus have plus R. Like password plus smart card plus fingerprint, reserved for critical systems.
This progression from single to multi-factor is literally building a layered security system, isn't it?
Precisely.
Makes it exponentially harder for attackers. They need to compromise multiple different factors simultaneously, building a digital fortress.
Exactly. MFA is undeniably a critical security measure today. For network and system security students, the research overwhelmingly supports its effectiveness.
And the numbers back it up.
Dramatically. NIST found MFA can reduce account takeover risk by 90%. Gartner reported businesses using MFA saw a 60% decrease in security incidents. Attackers targeting MFA accounts were 3 times less likely to succeed.
Wow, 90% reduction. That's huge.
It is. Its strength is multi-layered defense. Requiring factors from different categories creates huge hurdles. Even basic MFA, like SMS OTPs, significantly increase the time and resources needed to crack an account. Forces attackers to work harder longer.
Increases their chance of getting caught.
Right. And MFA provides enhanced phishing resistance. Even if a user gives up a password, the attacker still needs another different factor, a token code, a biometric scan. Much harder than stealing one credential.
These numbers are incredibly compelling. This directly addresses the analysis, implementation, and evaluation of security measures in BCIS 4345. The data doesn't lie. MFA is rapidly becoming non-negotiable for securing systems.
But there's a critical challenge, always highlighted. Finding the equilibrium between robust security and a user-friendly experience.
The usability problem.
Exactly. MFA enhances security, but it can add friction, frustrate users, hinder adoption. It's a delicate balance. The most secure system is useless if people refuse to use it or find workarounds.
It really makes you stop and think about the trade-offs, doesn't it? This constant push and pull between robust security and seamless user experience feels like the eternal challenge.
It is.
So if MFA adds steps, how do we get people to embrace it willingly? What's the secret to frictionless security?
It absolutely is that equilibrium. Research shows prioritizing user-friendly MFA methods is key for adoption.
Like what?
Push notifications on smartphones, just tap to approve. Biometrics, fingerprint, facial recognition. Very convenient, fast. Microsoft found users overwhelmingly preferred push notifications.
Makes sense. Easy is better.
Beyond tech, user education and awareness campaigns are vital. Explain why it's needed, address complexity concerns, highlight benefits, promote acceptance, enhance user adoption, make security seamless, not a roadblock.
Okay, let's talk about some more advanced strategies for enterprises. Single sign-on, SSO.
Right. Streamlining access.
You've almost certainly experienced it. Log in once to your university portal or corporate network, and then seamlessly access multiple related systems, email, LMS, cloud storage without retyping passwords.
That's SSO. An authentication scheme allowing login with a single ID to multiple related independent systems. Reduces password fatigue, IT help desk calls, improves productivity, administrative control, game changer for large orgs.
What are the main benefits spelled out?
Lots. It mitigates risk for third-party site access via federated authentication. Passwords aren't stored externally. Drastically reduces password fatigue. Users spend less time re-entering credentials. Lowers IT costs from fewer password help calls. Offers simpler administration, better control with user rights in one place. Makes provisioning efficient.
Easier for IT?
Leads to improved user productivity. And, critically, for network security, better overall security. Eliminates users writing down passwords or using weak ones. Disabling an account via SSO disables it everywhere instantly. Enables consolidation of heterogeneous networks, consistent policy enforcement.
So, understanding SSO is crucial for managing operations and implementation in modern business, especially with cloud services. Foundational enterprise identity management.
Definitely. But SSO also has criticisms and security considerations. Needs careful planning, part of risk analysis.
Like what?
The big one. If those single credentials are compromised, it's keys to the kingdom. Attacker gets access to all unified systems.
Ouch. High impact.
Dramatically increases negative impact. Absolutely necessitates combining SSO with strong MFA to protect that master key. Also increases dependence on highly available authentication systems. If the SSO system fails, access to everything is denied. Needs redundancy.
Right, single point of failure, potentially.
And SSO systems can be vulnerable to web attacks like covert redirect or XSS for session hijacking. Sophisticated attacks require deep understanding to mitigate.
What technologies make SSO work?
Several protocols. SAML, Security Assertion Markup Language, is widely used. XML-based, like a digital passport system securely communicating your identity between services.
The handshake.
LDAP, Lightweight Directory Access Protocol, for accessing directory services like Active Directory, the central phone book. Kerberos-based systems, common in Windows. OpenID Connect and OAuth. Open frameworks often used for consumer apps. Login with Google, Facebook. And increasingly, mobile devices as credentials using these protocols.
Okay, what's even better than strong passwords? No passwords at all. Passwordless security is the future.
That's right. It's becoming reality. Research shows 65% of enterprises plan to adopt passwordless tech in the next 2 years, nearly a third within 6 months. Clearly a future trend needing evaluation and analysis.
How does it work exactly?
Combine strong MFA with biometrics or passkeys, generating device-bound credentials. Leverages features in smart devices, fingerprint, Face ID, secure hardware. Instead of typing the password, use your phone's sensor or a security key. The credential is a cryptographic key pair, not a memorized secret.
Benefits seem obvious.
Mitigates phishing, no password to phish. Prevents credential stuffing, not reusable format. Enhances UX and compliance. Proactive defense.
Any challenges holding it back?
Competing priorities, lack of knowledge about the tech, budget constraints. But momentum is building as benefits become clearer. And to truly implement continuous authentication, especially passwordless, device trust is paramount.
Knowing a device itself is legit.
Exactly. Goes beyond authenticating the user. Tracks device characteristics, geolocation, hardware IDs, software config, behavioral metrics like keystrokes, movement patterns.
Why is that so critical?
Because hackers can impersonate users, even with stolen credentials or compromised MFA. Device trust can block logins before the attempt if anomalous behavior is detected. Like a user in Dallas suddenly logging in from Berlin, acts as an early warning.
Makes sense. How common is it?
Unfortunately, woefully underused. Surveys show 25% don't use it at all. Less than half use it for mobile security. Only 25% for Mac workstations. Big gap where security can be improved.
This raises an important question. Can authentication be smarter, adjusting to the situation, beyond just yes/no at login?
Absolutely. That's adaptive and risk-based MFA.
Right.
Continuously evaluate signals, user behavior, location, device trust, time of day, instead of always asking for the same factors.
It adapts.
Right. It automatically prompts for step-up authentication only when risk indicators trigger. Unusual location, new device, sensitive data access, maybe ask for an extra biometric scan or hardware key code.
Intelligent gatekeeping.
Proactive, context-aware. Contributes to risk analysis as a continuous process, adapting security based on real-time data.
Given risks like deep fake spoofing single biometrics, what's the next evolution for resilience?
That's where multimodal biometric authentication or multimodal fusion comes in.
Combining different biometrics.
Exactly. Combines 2 or more distinct traits, facial recognition plus fingerprint or iris plus voice, significantly enhances accuracy and security, mitigates limitations, reduces false positives, negatives associated with a single trait, much more robust.
Let's talk deepfakes directly. Manipulated media. How does authentication stand up? A challenging new frontier.
It is. A significant threat, rising fast. Tenfold increase detected from 2022 to 2023. Prime example of computer-related risk. But biometric authentication, done right, helps combat them.
How?
Key is liveness detection. Verifies data comes from a live, present person, not a static image, video, or deepfake. Analyzes subtle, natural movements, blinks, head turns, micro-expressions. Advanced AI spots details distinguishing real humans from fakes.
Okay, liveness is crucial.
Also behavioral biometrics, tracks patterns. The video plays but keystrokes don't match, red flag. And multi-factor authentication, MFA. Combining biometrics with other methods, OTP, key. Even if a deepfake fools one factor, the attacker needs another, different one, escalates difficulty.
This is that constant cat and mouse game. Case analysis, future trends in action, defenders versus attackers, constant innovation needed.
Exactly why continuous learning is vital in this field.
So choosing the right authentication factors isn't just picking the latest tech.
No, it's about a tailored solution. Crucial skill for implementing configuring security measures. Several practical considerations guide this.
Like what?
First, assess the risk profile. High security needs strong MFA with multiple categories. Low risk, maybe just username password, integral to risk analysis, user experience, and convenience.
Yeah.
Factors must be easy, inclusive, accessible. Facial recognition is quick. RFID badges might be better for some disabilities. Too much friction compromises security.
Balance usability and security again.
Implementation costs and complexity. Balance security ROI with budget. Account for ongoing maintenance updates, hardware replacement, versatility and adaptability. System must scale, interoperate with existing infrastructure, and compliance and regulatory requirements. Non-negotiable. GDPR, CCPA, PCI DSS, hard ePay, cyber insurance mandates. Covers governance, deepens risk analysis.
This whole process really highlights the analysis, implementation, evaluation, and maintenance cycle in action. It's ongoing.
Exactly, not a one-time decision. Here's a quick checklist for strategy development.
Okay.
1. Define security objectives. 2. Evaluate risk levels. 3. Budget and allocate resources. 4. Assess user experience needs. 5. Check compliance requirements. 6. Test scalability and adaptability. 7. Examine interoperability. 8. Ensure user accessibility. 9. Evaluate vendor support. 10. Plan for ongoing review and adaptation. Address these meticulously for informed decisions.
Okay, we've authenticated who you are. What happens next? Access controls.
Right. Defining what you can do once inside.
Granting or denying approval for specific resources based on least privilege, right?
Exactly. Only the minimum permissions needed for the job. Vital for database integrity, physical security. Minimizes potential damage from misuse, errors, malicious intent, reduces attack surface. Fundamental security tenet.
What are the main ways this is done? The schemes?
Several key access control schemes. Discretionary access control, DAC. Least restrictive. Resource owner controls access. Think file permissions you set yourself. Flexible, but can be inconsistent.
Okay.
Mandatory access control, MAC. Most restrictive. Based on predefined security labels clearances set by a central authority. Used in iSecurity, military government security over flexibility.
Top secret clearance stuff.
Right. Role-based access control, RBAC. More practical for businesses. Access based on job function role. HR department gets HR app access, simplifies administration. Rule-based access control, dynamically assigned based on rules, time of day, location, like firewall rules.
Yeah.
And attribute-based access control, ABAC, most flexible, granular, based on multiple attributes, user, resource, environment. Great for dynamic cloud environments.
How are these actually implemented?
Often using access control lists, ACLs. Specific permissions attached to an object file port table. Defines which users groups have what access, read, write, etc. The granular enforcement mechanism.
This demonstrates how we implement and configure security measures at a very detailed level. Critical skill. Ensuring even authenticated users only access authorized rooms and tools. Security by design.
Precisely.
So we've built this digital fortress, secured the inside. Who builds and guards it? This brings us to your role, especially here in DFW, the cybersecurity gold rush.
It truly is, and this gold rush comes with a severe talent deficit globally. 3.5 million unfilled cybersecurity jobs worldwide, 715,000 in the U.S. alone.
Wow.
IAM professionals are at the forefront of this critical need. High growth, stable career path. Graduates from Tarleton State's Dr. Sam Pack College of Business, MIS, IT, CIS programs are uniquely positioned. Your curriculum blends business acumen and technical training, aligning perfectly with modern IAM role requirements. DFW is a hub for finance, healthcare, critical infrastructure sectors needing IAM experts for compliance, SOX, IPA, PCI, DSS. Persistent demand right here.
What do these roles look like day to day?
An IAM engineer might configure SSO, troubleshoot auth issues, automate user provisioning. A PAM specialist secures privileged accounts, the keys to the kingdom. An identity governance analyst audits access rights, ensures compliance, performs reviews for least privilege. Concrete roles using these concepts.
So understanding authentication, MFA, access controls isn't just theory for BCIS 4345.
Not at all.
For ethical hacking, it's knowing how systems are bypassed, passwords cracked, identity spoofed, finding vulnerabilities first, thinking like an attacker.
Vital skill. And for network defense, it means you have the skills to implement, configure security measures, conduct assessments, manage operations, monitor, respond to incidents.
You're the frontline defense.
Safeguarding information, messaging, database integrity, physical security, risk analysis, encryption. Practical in-demand skills. Setting up adaptive MFA, designing RDAC schemas makes you indispensable.
How can students and early career pros best prepare?
Focus on continuous growth. Foundational skills and certifications. Prioritize CompTIA Security plus FUS. Your BS in CIS helps prepare you. Vendor-specific certs, Okta, SailPoint, CyberArk, Azure AD, add huge value, boost salaries.
Specialize.
Yes, specialization and lifelong learning. IAM evolves constantly. Specialize in high-demand niches like privileged access management, PAM, or cloud IAM. Accelerate your career.
Yeah.
Do personal projects, CTFs for practical experience.
Network.
Absolutely. Build your professional network. Leverage events like CISO summits, university alumni network. Connections mean mentorship. Opportunities. Cybersecurity is a community.
This is the future trends of your career at lifelong learning, becoming an expert digital gatekeeper in a high-growth, stable field. Opportunities are there.
For those prepared and proactive.
So we've journeyed through the intricate world of identity and access management.
Quite a journey.
We've unpacked the 5 authentication factors: know, have, are, where, do. Explored why MFA is critical, a layered defense, offering benefits like that 90% reduction in account takeovers.
Huge impact.
And we saw how future trends like passwordless, adaptive MFA, and behavioral biometrics continuously enhance security while striving for that fictionless user experience.
It's a dynamic field. From traditional passwords to advanced biometrics and continuous behavioral analysis, the stakes are incredibly high. Global cybercrime costs projected to hit $10.5 trillion annually by 2025.
Astronomical.
But with the right knowledge and tools like those you're gaining in BCIS 4345 at Tarleton State, you are empowered to be part of the solution, building robust defenses, securing our digital future.
If this deep dive sparked your curiosity, clarified concepts, added value to your cybersecurity understanding, please hit that like button.
Yeah, let us know.
Subscribe to the deep dive and share it with your peers. Your engagement helps us bring more of these crucial conversations to life.
It really does.
And don't forget, valuable resources and further reading, including links to our sources, are waiting for you in the description below.
Definitely check those out. Now, a final thought. As we look to a future where our devices continuously monitor our unique behaviors to prove our identity, maybe without ever asking for a password, what new ethical and privacy questions will arise about constant surveillance? And how will we, as cybersecurity professionals, ensure that ironclad security and individual liberty can truly coexist?
That's a deep question to ponder.
It is.
Stay connected, stay secure. Until next time, keep your network strong, your data protected, and your curiosity alive.